An individual is much more likely to follow simple instructions as opposed to things that are very complex and convoluted. So, a friend of mine was sharing with me on Friday night how a loved one of his had extremely complicated Starbucks orders. And it just frustrated the individual trying to make the coffee. It got stress to those that were with them. And so he was really encouraging simplicity in all areas of life. Many of you know I like my coffee black. Well, that simplicity that he was referring to is really found in our devotional today. We find in Genesis 6:15, it says, "The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth 50 cubits, and the height 30 cubits. Well, he tells them this is how big this is supposed to be. And you may know that a cubit is from the length of the fingers to the elbow, and so you might see this converted to anywhere from 450 to 510 feet long because of the variance of that cubit. But you get the idea. This is extremely large, and it's really hard to wrap your mind around the size of this thing. And so there has been a couple of arcs that have been reconstructed so that we can appreciate the enormity of this. One is in Kentucky, the other's in the Netherlands. I would encourage you to investigate those and take a look at those. As you know, that there's more to this than just building this box size ark to put everything in. You've got to build the stalls, you've got to have a place to store all the water, you've got to have a place for all the food for a year, and then you have to have a way to distribute it. They do a very good job in Kentucky laying that out. What we do know is that all the plans that God gave Noah, he fulfilled them. It says that in verse 22. This was a plan that God gave mankind, that mankind might escape the judgment that was coming. God has given us a plan, and that plan comes with some very simple instructions, just like what we find today. That plan of salvation is a plan whereby we recognize the sin in our lives, we turn from that, and we turn to the Lord by faith. And it's the simplicity of that faith that the Lord gives us that we trust in Him. And you might think, can it be that simple? Well, we find that here, all those that were faithful and all of the animals of the earth were saved by some simple instructions that God gives. So there's a simple plan of salvation, a simple plan of deliverance that God has given. Have you accepted that plan? Also want to ask the question, Noah spent his time sharing that plan with other people. Have you shared that plan with other people? If you have accepted the Lord Jesus Christ by faith, I would encourage you today to ask God to give you someone that you can share that plan with. May God bless you, and may we keep our lives simple. May we understand the simple plan of salvation. May God richly bless you.